But wow, I just listened to the full album by Will Smith, his 14 track collection for his new album based on a true story. Wow, what a great title too. Um, his new album, it marks his first new album in over 20 years. Now, let me tell you something. I'm going to make it clear that yes, I am underground. I am a horrorcore artist. I am also inspired by hip hop. But you always gotta have love for Will Smith, man. Ever since Fresh Prince of Bel Air, hey, I've been a fan. I can't help it. I know. There's a lot of controversy surrounding him with the people he surrounds himself with. But anyway, that doesn't take away from his legacy or his new album, his new work of art. I want to call it. And wow, it just left a lasting impression on me. Um, also, before we get into the album, though, I kind of wanted to talk about like some of my favorite movies from Will Smith, just to bring back some of those old feelings. For me, I guess top movie by Will Smith would have to be Men in Black, because I mean that's just a movie right there. I know he's had other hits than that, like I Am Legend and other things before Men in Black probably. But sorry, I can't talk right now. It's early in the morning. Bear with me, but we're still doing this stuff. Will Smith's new album came out 9 hours ago, so keep that in mind as I do this review. But I just listened to the full album. But going back to his movie career, like Men in Black, number two. Well, honestly, this might even take Men in Black space. Um, I just gave it out by saying that. Space Jam, number one. It's got to be Space Jam. I think he was in that movie. I'm pretty sure he was, and Michael Jordan was. I think. Yeah, Michael Jordan was the main character in Space Jam, actually. But Independence Day, number two. I think if Will Smith ain't in Space Jam, then he's definitely in Independence Day. But Independence Day is also a thriller movie. Um, it's about like aliens stuff taking over, and I want to say another movie by Will Smith I like is got to be Mos Def, Pursuit of Happiness. Not only in my friend of Bay Area, but it's a very good movie, and him and Jaden do a good job in that flick. That's one hell of a flick, man. But yeah, so I mean, there's like four movies off bat that we can always go back and appreciate Will Smith, and besides Fresh Prince of Bel Air, that was always a great show. Um, but yeah, that's just going back to Will Smith's movies. What up, Anthony Montiel? How you doing? Uh, yeah, and so now, what up, Stray? How's it going out there, y'all? Uh, Thanks for the hearts. Hell yeah. So my review of this album is I can't even explain it, the happiness feeling that I got from listening to the new Will Smith record, if you will. But something about it, it just it sent shivers down my spine of like peace and self-discovery, and some of the lyrical themes throughout this project was self-discovery. Like some of the, earlier tracks. What up, Janet? And thanks for the like. Hell yeah. And some of the early tracks in the album are like about self-discovery. Beautiful Scars is one of those good ones. Um, but I honestly want to get into the one track. It's a Latin infused track. It's called First Love. Now, I don't really know what it's saying, but I know it was a big hit among the Latin community. And he performed it on a special for Latin festival, for those who don't know that. And yeah, so that song was pretty cool when I actually dug deep into that song. Um, like at first I was like, oh, what is this? I like upbeat hip hop, like not necessarily about love all the time. But that was a good song. I got to give it to Will, and the person he collabed with, the Latin singer. She had a good voice. The lyrical themes throughout this album were like self discovery, love, and personal growth. Um, I feel like the album really hits home, and he says some lyrics that you can relate to. And I don't know, honestly, I feel like Will Smith doesn't have writers. He freestyles, maybe Big Sean and Joyner probably helped him a little bit, but you know, what can I say about that is a collaborative effort, group effort, and hey, it came together and made a solid project, man. Um, so the lyrical themes they stuck with me because I'm kind of we're all finding out who we are in this life, and it's kind of an uplifting topic throughout the album. It kind of, I'm always infusing my mind with horrorcore and underground. When I listen to Will Smith, it's different for my mind. It gives me a new headspace. And when I heard like his positiveness and all that, it kind of sent shivers down my spine. I'm telling you that. Like, I had a feeling from listening to this album. Most records, I get the feeling of like, yeah, I'm hyped. I'm ready to kill. I'm ready to kill it on the beats or whatever. But this one, it really made me sit back and think. But I think, it's an overall great album. I haven't given my out of 10 review yet, but yeah, they just resonated with me because we're all trying to find who we are, And some of the influences musically throughout this album uh, is like, of course, it's Will Smith, so you're gonna get hip hop. And on the first track, Will Smith said he never cussed on records, but on the first track, he's cussing on the record, y'all. He was cussing, and I was like loving it, But that was only one track. He only did it on one track, but it was still a funny listen, and it kind of sounded a little bit like ICP in my opinion, like the way he was acting out. But I think that's just the way music is written. So props to Will Smith, man, pushing the boundaries. Musical influences, like I said, is hip hop, some R&B is in there, pop is in there, and gospel is really in there with the Reverend. And there's a Reverend in the intro and the skits. And honestly, what I feel like it does, I feel like maybe he might have been inspired by Tech Nine a little bit because that it really gave me a Tech Nine vibe when that Reverend came on. And we all know Tech Nine came from gospel, so maybe Joyner was talking with Will, showed him Tech Nine, that special effects album. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he showed him that, but who knows? Oh well, I think one of the greatest things would be a collab with Tech Nine and Will Smith. That would be insane. Because there's that last song, Work of Art. That is really a banger song. That is like some Tech Nine would be on. I want to say he wanted to do as good as Tech Nine, but I feel like Tech Nine would come in on that song. You know, he would go in, and then well, anyway, I jumped ahead a little bit, but musical influences hip hop, R&B, pop, and gospel. So it made like a good mixture of an album. All those elements of music in one. And then you got Will Smith and everybody he works with. Sorry about the background noise if you're hearing that. But yeah, it was a really good mixture of sound. And guest appearances, of course, we had the boy DJ Jazzy Jeff on there. Um, I couldn't really, understand some parts, but I gotta take another listen. Um, but I was paying attention to more Will on the album. Um, I think that's how it always is when you listen to the album. You want to hear what the main guy's saying on the record, and then you go back and hear the features and learn what everybody's saying. But yeah, DJ Jazzy Jeff, uh, always on that, and then it's good that they became friends and remained friends for over 20 years. And it's good to know that they're still friends. You know, most friendships and rap stuff, they end up in beefs. Why can't the United States play chess? There's a movie that is all about chess. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but there's a movie. It's about a chess competition. You might want to watch that. I don't remember the title, but yeah, it was, man, they were killing it on that chess. But anyway, but yeah, it made for a good collaborative effort. Some of the features I don't really know. Tiana Taylor, she was on a song, and of course it was that more R&B feeling, I think. But overall it was good song, good listen. And like I said, it's not normally the type of music I listen to. So, I mean, it's like a new journey whenever I hear a song and music that I don't normally listen to, But that was pretty funny, dude. Yo, what up, Rio? How's it going, man? And analyze the whole album pretty much. So that's what I'm trying to do. But anyways, Tiana Taylor, she did a good job on the singing. And then, of course, you got to give it up to Big Sean. He fucking, yeah, I keep forgetting this is a Will Smith review. No cussing, y'all. So anyway, Big Sean really killed it on, dope. Working on the Crease City logo right now. I'm coloring it. I'll send you one on his show. Can't wait to see that. Yeah. So Big Sean, he did one of the best features on the album with "Beautiful Scars," and that song. Let me talk about that song for a minute, because there's another feature on the album as well with Joyner Lucas, and but anyway, that song was really dope. That video behind the production, how they took the Matrix thing. So I guess the story is this really happened, that Will Smith was offered the part to play Neo in the Matrix. Now, looking back, like when you go see that Will Smith music video, and you see Will Smith in the ninja suit and talking to Morpheus as Big Sean or whatever, like, wow, I could really see that working, man. But like, I would like to see it, like a Matrix with Will Smith. But I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? But when I saw that, I was just like, "Yo, that's pretty tight." And I didn't know that he was offered the part, and Keanu Reeves was the runner-up. Everybody worships Keanu for that part, but much props to Keanu. I ain't taking nothing away from him, but to see Will Smith and all that, that was crazy, man. Like seeing Will Smith act like Neo or whatever, like you're not used to seeing that. I was like, yo, that could have worked. So whoever's idea it was to do a Matrix themed video, I'm sure I can look on the credits who directed the Beautiful Scars video. But yeah, I was blown away by how they made that really look good. Like I want to see a Matrix remake with Will Smith. So if we could get that over to whoever made that movie, let's do it, man, because I'm all for it. Or a sequel. You could make a sequel with Will. Make a new story of the Matrix, a side story, and make it where like I don't really know where the last series left off, but I don't know. We could be like Will Smith has to like maybe he's a villain, and he's a prequel to what happened with Neo. You know what I'm saying? And he could be part of the reason where this Agent Smith got all haywire. Who knows? But or how would he pan out in a hero aspect where he's like Neo, but you would have to like come up with like heck of stuff just to make the story align. I don't know. But I don't know. What do you guys think? How would you guys make the story of Will Smith in the Matrix? I'm interested in a prequel, because I don't think they have any. But that would be crazy. But yeah, Big Sean and Will Smith, much props to y'all for making that Matrix theme video and keeping us entertained. And yeah, that was totally good, man. 10 out of 10 for that. From the bars to the video, came out good. But yeah, anyway, on to the Joyner Lucas collab. That one was pretty good. I gotta go back and listen to it. When it comes to Joyner, he's one of the ones where like, cool. I know he's respected, but I kind of can't really hear what he's saying because he's just kind of talking. I don't know. To me, that's what it feels like. He's just kind of like talking and he's saying stuff, but he's all right. I think Big Sean's better than him, but that's just my opinion, though. And I'm not taking anything away from Joyner, but I'm sure like there's a lot I could dig into him, and I'm pretty sure I like his music, but I haven't really done that. But I feel like Big Sean is a little better than Joyner because I can understand him more clear. But also, same thing with Big Sean. It just kind of sounds like he's talking to when he's got Eminem. Like you can actually hear that rapid fire. You know what I'm saying? And Will Smith like almost did better than Big Sean and Joyner because I can understand him. I can understand Will. I don't know what the whole thing is with this like like but it is music now and that's part of the music landscape. That's what people are doing nowadays. So yeah, when it comes to Tech Nine too, on the fast tip, I can understand him. I can understand Tech. I can understand him. But when it comes to like Joyner, it sounds like he's more like talking to me more rather than rapping. But I understand he's good to a lot of other people. But I'm saying he's good, but I just don't fully grasp what he's saying. Um, and the contributions to the album, they really like the Spanish track "First Love." That one really hits hard with the contribution because I'm sure Will wanted to do a Spanish song and perform at the Spanish festival that I saw him on. The news he was performing for the Spanish crowd at some soccer game, and or not a soccer game, like a festival. It was a festival, yeah, something like that. And but anyway, because I remember he came out on a field or something, and then he also performed at like a concert hall festival thing with that First Love song. And like I said, that one was more about love, but the way that the Spanish was singing and like you know, it just really was like really dope, you know, like the way the Spanish was infused with the English rap. And then so some of that stuff really contributed to the way the album sounds overall. Um Now let's also there's another track before I move on to the standout tracks that the contribution really helped the overall sound was like near the end. It's called "You Can Make It," and it had like a really gospel sound to it, and like the overall like uplifting feeling. It was just like a good refresher, mental refresher. You know, like I said, I'm 24/7 into that horrorcore stuff, kind of and metal, and it kind of infuses your mind to be dark. When you take a break and you listen to something uplifting like Will Smith, it leaves a lasting impression on me because like it's a different feeling. But anyway, different atmosphere. And so when I talk about the standout tracks, I mentioned a few of them already, but I'm just gonna go ahead and name off my top four songs that I liked on the album. There's 14 songs, but four of them really stand out. There's three songs that are skits from the Reverend. So like you know, I'm not sure if you count skits as songs, but they are. But the Reverend did help with the feeling and the atmosphere, and so I'm gonna go with the first one that stuck out to me was obviously "Beautiful Scars." That was the first video that dropped for the album, and when that song came out, I was like, "Yo, Will Smith, he's back," and I didn't know he was gonna come out with an album though, and then the next track that really stuck out to me was "Work of Art," and I know I'm talking about like further down the album, but "First Love" didn't hit home till after when I realized what he was doing. But "Work of Art" was really really good, and that one it was just like, yo, Will Smith was trying to show who he truly is, and I'll Run on Rio. I'll check it out later. And oh, the coloring took way longer than expected. Yeah, that happens, man. And yeah, so I mean, like, Work of Art was really dope because you know, it's like it showed who he really was, and you know, like he tried to like relate and try to feel human, I guess. He says it in the song, and I don't really understand why Charlemagne or whoever the guy was interviewing him had to be on the track, but you know, I don't really like Charlemagne, but he could have picked someone else, you know. But it was still a great song. That didn't take away from me enjoying the song. Um, he really like talked about who he was with the whole rhythm, like I am this, I'm that, I'm this, and then you know, I think some people were, you know, probably hating on the way he's spitting, but you're gonna get that no matter what, and you just gotta take it for what it is, man. Because yeah, because I mean, Will Smith is really trying to tell a whole new story, trying to tell us his story, and he's not holding back. And yeah, man, Work of Art was just a really good track. Like I said, I can picture Tech Nine on that, the way that it came off. Um, Work of Art was just a really dope. It reminded me of who I am and who we all are. He's saying, "You're a work of art," and I want to see a version with Tech Nine on that. I gotta hear that. But anyway, yeah, Work of Art was just a great song, and the reason why it's on here as number two as the top song of the album is because um, the intro at the end of it, the outro. I mean, the Reverend. I don't know what it was about that, but after hearing his message, like it sent a shiver of like man, I'm telling you, it was just a feeling of love that came through from that album. And I mean, hey, we all got that wickedness in us, but like when you take a break and you listen to something like this Will Smith record, it probably like resonated with my soul in a way. But you know, all I gotta say is that the Reverend message at the end of Work of Art really like set some closure for the album to end, and it made me glad to listen to it. Like you know, I don't know, it was just a different feeling. I'm not saying it made me change my who I am or what have you. It made me realize who I was, and you know, just something about that. Like I said, the themes of the album are like self-discovery, love, and personal growth. And Will Smith achieved all that: self-discovery, love, and personal growth. Um, as far as like the music aspect, it was fucking. Sorry, I can't cuss. It's a Will Smith review. The Work of Art was a really great track. And then after that, uh, First Love became a second choice, just because it was the most unique to the Latin crowd. There's more money in it, man, and he was able to perform that song for the festival. I forgot the name of it, but it was like a Latin festival. He was able to perform it. He also performed it at some kind of game, and not sure if it was football or whatever, or soccer, but I know he performed it at two spots. And yeah, First Love, like I said, this type of music isn't my thing really, but like after I realized like what he did, you gotta respect the hustle. So First Love came out really good. Second time around, not first time, I'll be honest, because I'm just not into love songs. Just who I am. But being open to the Will Smith album really showed that. And like you know, I don't know, maybe it's like some we all know who Will Smith is, Fresh Prince. So like maybe like I was able to hear it because of that. But so that's the first three tracks that I mentioned that are the top in my opinion. Scars, Beautiful Scars, Work of Art, and First Love. Another one that didn't really stand out to like till later was a track called Rave in the Wasteland. Not only didn't stand out later, but it's also like a rave guided track, like a theme to the rave or something. But the way he was spitting, it sounded like some Tech Nine once again. Like sinister, not exactly like that, but like it was like the tempo and like um but like what he was doing, I didn't realize how unique it was until later. But the video was pretty cool. Um like I don't know, it was something about it. It was just like I gotta take another listen and really understand what he was trying to say. But like after listening to the full album, I was like, yo, Ray is pretty should be on the list just because of how unique it is. And I don't think a lot of people are rapping like that right now, given the hip hop landscape, um, and what everybody else is doing. So like that one, it really stood out later. So and the other one, probably You Can Make It, but I didn't. It was not something I would play again, really. But um, yeah. So I mean, so the names of all the top songs in the album, uh, beautiful scars featuring Big Sean, Work of Art, First Love with the Latin singer, Raven and Wasteland. So 4 songs he got from me. So yeah, good job, Will. Fresh Prince, man, really knocked it out of the park, man. What else? Yeah, so I mean, we talked a little bit about how it fits in today's music landscape. I don't think that he sounds like anybody in the game. I think he's trying to be different. He might sound a little bit like Joyner. He might sound a little bit like Big Sean, just because they helped him a little bit. But I wouldn't say that they wrote anything for him, but I would say he got inspired because I don't think Will actually needs writers. Um, but who knows? You can just sort of tell sometimes. But I feel like he did it all on his own for the most part. Probably did like 80% of writing on his own, I would say. Um, yeah. So I mean, the way that the rhythm sounds and the way that his flow is, I don't think that he had a writer at all, unless it was from contribution, something like that. Maybe someone gave him an idea. Maybe, just maybe, Joyner Lucas sat with him and showed him Tech Nine. I want to think that, but who knows? I want to see a Will Smith Tech Nine feature song. That would be insane. But yeah. Oh yeah, and on First Love, I mean, not First Love. Sorry, that was one of his hits on the album. But on Work of Art, he's on the skits with Charlemagne. He's talking about how this song really, like, when he recorded it, he had already had like 20 songs pre-recorded before Work of Art. But that's when he was like, I really discovered who I was, self-discovery once again. And he wanted to like focus on that journey. And when he said the 20 songs, I feel like honestly, though the 20 songs that he mentioned he recorded before, I feel like we're gonna get a bonus album with the 20 songs he mentioned. The stuff that didn't come out. Maybe we're gonna get a deluxe. You know what I'm saying? Tour version. Because he's on tour right now, and nowhere near my city. Not that I have the money to go see a show, but I can watch it on YouTube. But anyway, Yeah, I would love to see Will Smith concert. That would be crazy. Imagine all the women there. Imagine all the good times and the music and the openers you get to discover. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, overall, Will, man, great job, man. 9 hours ago, it is now 10 hours. The album has dropped. Um, in today's musical landscape, sorry, y'all, I can't talk once again. In today's musical landscape, everybody's doing the same rhythm. You know what I'm saying? The only things that are different are people who try to be different. Um, and it doesn't fit in today's musical landscape. What I mean by musical landscape is, like I said, uh, the way things are going now. Like, who's hot? Okay, who are the hottest rappers out right now? Um, I really couldn't tell you, but I would say because I don't know. But as far as I could say, I would be like Eminem, and he's always been in. And then I'm not sure 21 Savage is still top. Maybe I'm outdated. I'm not sure who else are the top rappers of today, but musical landscape is like all about what's happening with their music. How are they singing shit? How are they? What are they talking about? Uh, what are the rhythm? What are the rhythms that they're bringing up? You know, I remember 10 years ago, it was like everybody was trying to copy the Cardi B rhythm, whatever it was, and and then it moved on to like everybody copying Suicide Boys, and then I don't know, it's just like I don't know, who are the hottest rappers of today? Um, I really don't know if 21 Savage is on that list anymore, but he was like the latest rapper I knew. And but 21 Savage is dope on his own. That's a whole nother video. Uh but yeah, so I mean, like, how does it fit in today's musical landscape? I would say it doesn't. It's just Will Smith being Will. And he's like kind of still Fresh Prince, but still grown up Will, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so does it fit in today's musical landscape? No, it doesn't, because he's doing his own thing. He's making his own rhythms. He's not copying anyone. And he's talking about what he wants to talk about. He's not talking about what other artists are talking about. So I mean, no, it doesn't fit in today's music landscape, but it does have a message, and it does hold up in music itself. But yeah, so I mean, Will Smith, good job. Did you guys listen to the record? I want to know if you guys listened to the record. Go check out Will Smith's based on a true story. Just dropped 9 hours ago. This review is going to drop too as well. Yeah, so I mean, Will Smith's legacy. What can I say, man? You have everything to be proud of. You have everything in this world, man. The fact that you did an album speaks a lot to your character, because you are sitting up there. We're all just sitting down here, and you're dropping music for us to listen to. And despite, and what everybody says and all this, they can't take away from your art, man. And so just keep going, man. And keep putting out more albums. I hope we get the 20 songs that didn't make the cut. And that would be another interesting listen and wonder what you were trying to say, on before the initial skeleton of the record. And 14 tracks, man. Great job. Solid amount. Could have been a little longer. I feel like I could have got 20 songs in there, but 7 is a lot of tracks to do. So think about that. 7 and 14. 14 is 7 twice. So 7's a lot to do. Another 7 was probably a lot to mix and master and everything. But maybe he's just mastering the other 20 that didn't make the cut. Hopefully, yes, we get to hear those. Hopefully, we do. And regarding Will Smith's legacy, you had a great acting career, a great music career. There's not a whole lot of songs from the past days that I know, except for the ones that are on Fresh Prince. Girls Are Trouble. Maybe that's like the one song I know. So I mean, Will Smith's legacy, man, as far as that's concerned, it's never going to go away. From the movies to the music, you did this and done did it. So I mean, what can I say? I can just take that as motivation and say, hey, if you can do it, I can do it too. And everybody watching this, you can do it too. But so like I said, I mentioned some of my favorite movies before. But if y'all got some favorite movies by Will Smith that you like, go ahead and sound off in the comments. Like I said, my first ones by Will Smith that I ever liked was probably Men in Black. 1, 2, and 3. That's 3-part series. So I mean, Men in Black was always a good alien story, sci-fi story, I should say. I think Will Smith is a fan of sci-fis, because he's also in Independence Day. I swear he was in Space Jam at one point, but I don't think so. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just MJ. And so I mean, Independence Day is also a good flick. Honestly, I haven't seen Wild Wild West. Maybe I have, I just don't remember it. Because I heard that Wild Wild West was actually the movie that he took instead of The Matrix. And I don't know how Wild Wild West's success was compared to The Matrix. But obviously he didn't hurt his career. He's had several movies that I didn't really watch because maybe they weren't directed to my audience, maybe. But but Pursuit of Happiness is also one of my top favorite flicks. One of my favorite movies, actually, I would say, because I could watch that, you know what I'm saying? And but yeah, so I mean, Will Smith, you had a tremendous legacy. Thank you for everything you've done for us. And fuck what haters say. So I mean, Will Smith. I hope we get to hear the next installment of True Story. Hopefully that the bonus tracks come out. And so out of 10, because it's Will Smith, I don't know if my review is valid because, hey, Will Smith, you're up there, I'm down here. But everybody got a voice and everybody got an opinion. So I'm just going to go ahead and give my out of 10 review. And I would say, because it's Will Smith, I would say let's give him 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 with just room for improvement, because I wish the album was a little longer. 14 tracks is good amount, but it's short. But like I said, 14 is a lot of work. So props to you, man. For one, it was an overall good listen. I was able to listen to it without skipping. Um, I had a few tracks that resonated with me. Um, it brought me back to your legacy. Uh, just some of the themes, I feel like you can go a little harder, like 8 out of 10, because you don't have harder tracks, but you mostly stick to uplifting, and that's okay. But 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Will, um, keep it up, man. Thank you for the album. You didn't have to do that. Um, I appreciate it because we weren't expecting it. You didn't have to go out your way and make us entertained. But once again, Fresh Prince is back, baby. So yeah, Will Smith, 8 out of 10, bro. I hope we get to hear the rest of that story. Hope the tour goes well. Make sure you catch Will Smith out on your next show. Hopefully, he's in a city near you. He ain't coming around my area, the Bay Area, but hopefully we get one of those. I'll definitely check it out on YouTube. But yeah, Will Smith, he's back, y'all. Will Smith is back. So over 20 years, man. Over 20 years. So yeah, that's the end of my review, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all had a good day. I hope you guys like Will Smith's new album, based on a true story. We got 10 minutes here, so I mean, if there's anything else that comes to my mind, I might go ahead and talk about it. But other than that, we had an hour-long review. So hopefully, you guys subscribe to my channel. Check out my lives. Check out my music. Check out my ghost hunting videos. Check out all my old videos. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, check out my album called Chasing Ghosts. It's on YouTube right now on my YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. So, yeah, that was a Will Smith review. And I hope you guys enjoy his album. I'll put his album in the description below. And I appreciate everybody that was in here. So, yeah, Beautiful Scars, work of art. First Love, Raven and Wasteland with the intro skit. Make sure y'all go listen to those tracks. Make sure y'all listen to the review and comment Crease Reese sent ya on one of his songs for me. Tag me in the comment. That way, Will can see that I'm out here supporting his music. Hopefully, it can lead to a collaboration. Oh man, if I got to do a song with Will Smith, oh man, it would have to be like on that Freddy Krueger song he did with DJ Jazzy Jeff, or it'd have to be like some type of party track, like some California Love type stuff. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know, but Will Smith, man, hopefully, one day we can collab, man. Hit me up on YouTube if you want to collab. Check out my music too. Check out my ghost hunting videos. What type of movie you see me in? I want to know. You see me in a horror movie? You see me in a sci-fi? You see me in a action movie? You see me in a Hidden Secrets movie? You see me in like what else? Avatar or something? A superheroes movie. I wish I was an actor, man. I am an actor, really. My music is all acting. What is horrorcore? Acting. What is gangster rap? Is acting. Rappers go from acting, just like Tupac. Rappers are actors because it comes natural. we're writing about imaginary things or things that happen around us. So yeah, so I mean that was my review, y'all. I hope you like it. Will Smith, thanks for the album. Make another album, please, and please do a song with Tech Nine and me. That'd be great. But yeah, hit me up if you want to collab. And shout out Will Smith, man. Peace. Man, that was all dedicated to Will Smith.